Thank you for visiting Brimstone Survival Solutions. From the very beginning, it has been our main objective to create an organization of technical experts providing equipment sales, consulting services, product reviews, and a free directory of sustainable resources. Societal collapse is more common than most people realize. Throughout the history of mankind, many of the most powerful nations and empires on earth have crumbled. It is extremely unwise to assume that in today's day and age it is impossible for a powerful society such as the United States, or any nation for that matter, to slide into a state of emergency or even total collapse. Over the past decade, there have been instances of martial law, while only within the past few hundred years we have seen entire empires fall because of political unrest, famine, disease, or even natural disaster. There are numerous types of disasters, each of which providing varying degrees of time to respond, with different types of preparation required for each. Some disasters provide a substantial amount of warning before the disaster actually hits, allowing for a longer preparation period. However, many disasters such as war, storms, epidemics, and personal emergencies occur suddenly with limited time to react. It is important to formulate a plan in order to properly respond to these fast-acting disasters. This way, time is not wasted on last-minute decisions such as planning or packing, which often leads to rash decisions. In many cases, people make the mistake of preparing for one or just a few disasters while ignoring the potential of others. This makes them ill-prepared for the wide range of disasters that could potentially occur. You must always have a backup plan. Since residual disasters are highly likely after an initial disaster occurs, it is important to prepare for the disasters that could potentially put you and your family in danger. You must also be able to react in the event of unforeseen obstacles that occur after the initial disaster. Flexibility is the key to coping with obstacles that are certain to occur after a disaster. Most survivalists and preppers conform to having contingency plans in triplicate. We pay for services provided such as the Federal Emergency Management Agency, but they have a proven track record of slow and inconsistent response. Most of the tax-funded assistance methods or organizations require lengthy delays in paperwork. These organizations are here to help, but in the short term, when help is needed most, it is often impossible for them to reply to the waves of people who are in trouble, leaving you to fend for yourself. How long will help come before it is too late? What if financial or resource cutbacks cause these organizations to hold back on support? What if these organizations require you to be in a certain area in order to receive help? Typically, these organizations, such as FEMA, are wonderful at supplying food and other resources to victims weeks or months after the disaster. However, in the short term, you will most likely be left to fend for yourself without any support. After Katrina, FEMA took months to distribute travel trailers to those who lost their homes. Could you last a few months without a home? Not only that, but when these organizations fail to provide an immediate response, martial law typically comes into effect, hindering the efforts of those trying to survive. After Hurricane Sandy, martial law was implemented, preventing many people from getting to their homes because of roadblocks. It is our mission to provide the highest level of consultation services in the areas of threat assessment, logistical planning, and scenario-based training. We see the key to our success is in the education and unification of like-minded individuals with a common goal of living responsibly by acknowledging potential disasters and cataclysmic events. Or in military terms, create